I just want to be fair with you. What
Well,
is
I
it?
mean, in all honesty, I like the idea of America first. I like the idea of
Okay,
a
but that's
strong
not
America.
but that's not a policy. America first is a slogan. I didn't, with all due respect, I didn't ask you what slogans you like, because slogans mean nothing to me. Anybody can do that. You said you
Sure.
liked his policies. I can give you a bunch of Biden policies that worked. The Chips and Science Act, capping insulin at $35, for example, helping to raise minimum wage, maternity leave, for example. I can give you a long laundry list of policies that worked. I'm just asking you for one, sir, and you haven't given me one
Okay,
policy.
yeah. Okay, funding black colleges is pretty nice.
Funding black colleges. So what policy was that?
I'm not a policy guy. I'm not a political
Okay, so
guy.
fair enough. I understand, but that's fine.
But am I wrong? Did he fund black colleges
I
pretty
don't know.
substantially compared to the past?
You're asking me. All I'm saying is you say you're not a policy guy, but yet you say the reason why you're voting for Trump is because you like his policies. With all due respect, sir, it's hard to have a conversation if you're going to say that. Okay, so let's check. Okay, you can't name me one policy. Okay, we'll move on from that.
I just did.
Well, that's not what's the policy? What's the bill? You can't even
I
name.
don't know the name of it, man.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
So he just threw money at black colleges, but you don't know the policy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. I don't know what policy you're talking about, but we can move on from that. No problem. Does it bother you that he's a 34-count felon? Does it bother you that he's a liable sexual abuser? Does it bother you that he calls our brave men and women suckers and losers? Does it bother you what happened on January 6th? Does it bother you that he still hasn't conceded the 2020 election? Does any of that behavior, forget about whether you think it's criminal or not, does any of that behavior bother you at all?
To an extent, sure.
Okay, well, I appreciate.
Not a large enough extent not to vote for him.
So
to an extent, yeah.
So policies, even though you couldn't name any, with all due respect, policies are more important to you than principle.